What's up, Artieros? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Rican reaction. And I had this set for 7:15, but I wanted to come early because I'm fuming. And I want to get it out the way because there's an international break. I'm not feeling well, and yeah, Man City 2, Arsenal 0, and as you can see in my background, I've got my kits turned the opposite way. And that's because we went invisible today. No one was playing for the badge. I should have come on here with a black shirt because Arsenal Football Club did not show up to Wembley. We didn't want to be there. We didn't look like... After the first 25 minutes, it was all City all the time, and it was embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. And I have to go into work tomorrow embarrassed. I got to go in and hold that, And I said before that I wouldn't get bent out of shape us losing the Carabao Cup. But in my mind, I had it that we if we lost, we'd at least compete. We did nothing. The second half, we might as well not even have come out of there. Big up AJ for being in the chat. He said no fight, no ballers, no passion, no heart, nothing. Nothing. It was an embarrassment. The fans showed more fight. Sack Arteta tonight, get Renee Slaggers in, main job and save the season. Sack Kepa tonight as well. If we don't beat Bournemouth, Manchester City win the league. Okay, I'm a big guy. I'm big on accountability. I'm big on admitting when I was wrong. I was wrong. I sat on Tony Claude's channel and I said, I think Kepa should play. He deserves the opportunity. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. And I will hold that. I will hold being wrong because I was absolutely wrong about that. He cost us the first goal. I mean, Raya catches that, and Raya's shorter than him. Some of his misjudgments of the ball is crazy, bro. You don't have much to do. And when he did get called on to do it, he goofed. Bro, he goofed. And if I was Kepa, if I was Mikel Arteta, he would not play another game this season. I don't care if it was the FA Cup. The only way Kepa would play is if David Raya was injured. That's it. You wouldn't see another game for me. Definitely wouldn't see another final. I'm embarrassed, bro. I'm gonna go through the team sheet, but I'll let you guys know now, right? I'll let you guys know that my player ratings, every single one of those players gets a 0 out of 10. None of them showed up. Maybe Declan Rice for running. But even him, 0 out of 10, the entire team. Nobody will get a high mark. None of them showed up. Our substitutions, nothing happened. We couldn't pass win. 0 out of 10, bro. The entire match. Let's go through the lineup. Kepa, I lied. It's not 0. Kepa gets a -5 out of 10. He gets a negative score. My first ever negative score. He gets a -5 out of 10. I was praising him because I thought his distribution was good. But, bro, you a goalkeeper. Your job is to be commanding in the box, and your job is to stop shot. -5 out of 10, Kepa. Don't want to see you again. Maybe next season. I don't want to see you again this season. Ben White. The defense, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. I mean, the best thing I can say about our defense is Holland didn't get a goal. Nobody else except for Nico Riley got a goal. I will say Nkapia getting booked hurt us a little bit. Being um, being rash. Um, Big up, Dragons. I see you. We're not going past Sporting if we're not careful. I think we'll beat Sporting, but we ain't beating Barcelona. We can't stop Nico Riley. We can't stop Manchester City for 10 minutes. Nah, bro. Nah. You think we gonna stand up to Lemmy? I'm not hearing it, bro. Defense. I've already told you. Yeah, bro. It was peak. Rice and Zubamendi. I mean Zubamendi. The thing with the midfield, right? The thing with our midfield, and I'm just gonna lump them all together. I don't feel like talking about our team is individual. I have to talk to them in parts, right? Our defense solid enough, except for marking. We couldn't mark anybody. We couldn't mark papers. If you gave us an answer rubric, Keppa -5, right? Everybody else gets a 0. Our midfield, I thought that Bernardo Silva and Roger being in midfield, I thought we would have some joy. No, and bro, let's talk about the refs, man. Let's talk about the refs. I usually don't throw ref, but the ref first half, shambolic, bro. How many fouls does Bernardo Silva get away with until he's booked? And I still think he didn't have a book. I still don't think he got booked the match. I don't remember him getting booked. Bro, the attack, I take it back. They don't get zeros. The attack don't get zeros. They get -1. They get negative ratings. The attack. Trossard, anonymous. Bukayo Saka. I love Bukayo Saka. I'm a big fan of Bukayo Saka. I'm so grateful for what he's done. What did he do today? He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. And he stays on, bro. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming, bro. I'm losing it. I don't feel well. I'm sick, and I gotta go sit back on it. I'm not. I'm upset. Gyökeres, I thought he tried. And they made comments that we weren't actually getting the ball to him. His touch though let him down. I know what you meant, Jargon's Gooner Rican. I get you, bro. The whole team. I called them the Invisibles. That's why I got these turned around. Right? We weren't Arsenal today. We were the Invisibles. We didn't show up. There was no player that I can say in our starting 11 that stood up and beat. I can't remember. I think I remember one shot and it was straight at the keeper. I can't remember us peppering a goal. I can't remember us trying to. Bro, I'm fuming. I'm fuming right now. I'm sick and fuming. My head hurts, bro. And I'm probably not gonna be on this joint long, bro, because I might lose myself. I have to calm down. And I said that I wouldn't get bent out of shape. I said that, it wouldn't derail our season. And I still think we win. Let me be clear. I still think we win something. I'm fuming with our performance. The result, if we had lost 2-1 and City were the better side, those happen. But it's the fact that we none of and Cooper, I hear you. Salim and Gabriel had a good game. I hear you. But they still get zeros because we didn't stand up to be counted. I'll give them ones. I'll give Salim and Gabriel ones because they kept hollering quiet. And technically, they didn't allow any of the attackers to score. The fullbacks, zeros. I'm fuming, bro. There's no point in even going over the subs. They didn't do anything. Madueke passing it to... Our passing was atrocious. What was up? Bro. I don't like to get on here and lose my head. And I know that this is probably going to get a lot of views because I'm upset. And I'm not doing it for that. This isn't a views thing. This is really me frustrated on seeing the same thing for 6 years. Mikel Arteta, right? And if you like Mikel Arteta, please leave. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice. If you're a fan of Mikel Arteta, it's not going to be nice. I don't understand why this is the biggest final. Let me move this stuff, man. Let me move this stuff out the way so that you can see me. This is the biggest final that we've had in 6 years. Manchester City are all over us to end the second half. And your solution is to keep those same lot of players on for 80 minutes. Well, no, I take it back. 60 minutes. Because we brought them on after they scored the second goal. So 64 minutes. 65 minutes. So let's give you 65. 65 minutes. Could you not have seen that things weren't working in the first half, Mikel? Could you not have seen that Kepa was under pressure? We saw that goal coming. But our manager, who makes £15 million a year, couldn't figure it out. Cooper says, why was Gyökeres getting the ball on the wings and not centrally? Because we don't pass the ball to him centrally. We just don't. We are so good at passing the ball backwards and sideways. It's amazing. If the goal was on the sides, if they were where the managers were standing, we would score a stupid amount of goals. Moving the ball forward, getting the ball, the long ball thing does my head in. We're not good at long balls. We're not good at you hoofing the ball up and getting on to say, we're not good at that. And we weren't good at that today. Why are we putting our foot over the ball? Why are we ticky-tacking in the back with the defense? Instead of moving the ball forward, we are down 2 goals, people. And we're still playing like we're up 2 goals. Bro, our manager tactically, and I always say this, tactically is where he leaves things to be desired. When things aren't going right, he just doesn't make changes tactically. We do like for likes. Your solution when we're losing is to take Havertz off, who's not a he is a midfielder technically, and move Bukayo Saka to midfield. When has that worked this season? When has Bukayo Saka, even when Max Dowman's goal, Bukayo Saka had nothing to do with that. It was all Max Dowman. Bukayo Saka was just passing the ball sideways. He didn't do anything except that. But even today, what did Bukayo Saka do? Man's got the captain's armband. What did he do today? Can anyone in the chat, if you're watching, can you tell me what Bukayo did today? Can you tell me what Havertz did today? Trossard? I mean, you know what was crazy? Halfway through this match, I was saying, I wish we had Odegaard. I wish Odegaard had been in there. Like, it's crazy. And first cup final in 6 years. Well, yeah, the last time we won the FA Cup was what, 2020? It's 2026. 5 years? 5 and some change? We ain't been in any other cup finals. I don't know if you know. The FA Cup was the last one. We don't get to finals. And we got to this one. And like I said, I don't mind losing if we lose and we go for it. We didn't go for it. We were the Arsenal Invisibles today. And anyone who tries to cover that up and try to make it, try to pour roses on it, bro, no, you cannot. You can't cover that performance up. If we had went to penalties and lost, I'm indifferent. I say, you know what? Manchester City deserve it. But we didn't show up, bro. We didn't show up. We had a good spell for maybe 15 minutes. And then Manchester City went into championship mode. And our manager stood there and watched them do it. How many times have we seen it this season? Bro, I'm fuming, bro. I'm fuming. Big up, Brian said, Mick, I'm fuming. I'm fuming too. I'm on the internet. And I'm pretty sure somebody see this and they'll tell me, calm down. We still got something to play for. We're still in 3 other competitions. If we cannot win against the worst Manchester City team, let's be honest. This is the worst Manchester City team as far as performance we've seen in the last 5 years. They're nothing like the Centurions. They're nothing like the treble winning side. This ain't that City. So for us to show up, and show up is a stretch. For us to go to Wembley and put in this performance, that's why I'm fuming. We could have lost, but we could have lost and put it in a performance. We didn't even do that. And our manager, our £15 million a year manager, stood there for 65 minutes and watched us under the caution. Did nothing. Oh, let's make some changes after the fact. We're always reactive. We're never proactive. And I'm fuming. Cooper said, too bad one year we sit on loan. He scored today. He probably could have scored in this game. But our manager gets rid of anyone who doesn't play this U-shaped football. Anyone who doesn't play the safe football. And we always revert to type. Bro, I'm fuming. And I want to be clear. I want to look at you guys and be clear. That this doesn't mean I think that we will capitulate. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about this match. I don't care about the next 3 competitions. I don't care about an international break. This match, this opportunity for us to win a trophy. Not only did we not win, we did not show up. That's what I'm upset about. We didn't show up. And as I said, now that more people in the chat, I will hold my hands up. I was wrong about Kepa. I sit here for 2 weeks and said, give Kepa the opportunity. If Raya's in goal, that does not happen. And maybe we lose 1-0. Maybe I'm not as fuming. I know I've still been fuming because we didn't play like we wanted. We can't pass. We couldn't even pass the dude U-shape today. I'm watching us pass the ball. City looked like they were going for the league title. They looked like, and you know the one thing, people always talk about Pep. You know, people always talk about how Pep is, and you know, don't celebrate. You know, it's just the Carabao Cup. Did anyone see Pep when he scored that first goal? He got booked because he was celebrating so hard. The second goal, did you see him celebrating? Pep celebrated like it was the World Cup. And we got fans saying, "Oh, it's okay, it's all right, guys. It's okay. It's just the Carabao. We're still in 3 other competitions." I'm tired of copium, bro. I'm tired of hearing that. We can't, like they said in the group chat, I think Brian was one of the ones who said it. We can't be selective with trophies. We haven't won one in 6 years. How can you say, "Oh, we'll do the next one"? We still in 3. We haven't won in 6. What evidence do you have that makes us believe that we will turn this around and win another trophy? You think we win the Champions League playing like this? You think we win the FA Cup playing like this? What evidence in cup games do we have to say, you know what? Even though we've lost this one, Mikel Arteta win another cup? We don't. We can't pick and choose trophies. I wanted this trophy. I'm not one of these people who will say, "Oh, it's a small trophy." Any trophy is a good trophy because it means you were better than X amount of teams in a competition. 6 years, I got nothing to show. The players who won that FA Cup, they ain't here no more. Aubameyang's not coming around the corner. Ozil ain't coming around the corner. Even though Ozil wasn't a part of that team. But I'm just saying, like, Alexis Sanchez ain't coming around. We're not getting any better players. What we have is what we have. Bro, I'm fuming. Let me read some comments. I'm sorry. I'm going on one. Brian said the Trossard sub 82 minutes was just ridiculous. Final straw for me. What they supposed to do in 10 minutes? Because you know we're going to have added time. We had 4 minutes, so 12 minutes. What is he supposed to do in 12 minutes? Why was Bukayo Saka still on the pitch? Bro, I am livid right now. I'm livid. Jagan said, just saw the replay of the first goal by Nico. Shocking. Well, Kepa, flappy hands, not being strong. If you're not going to catch the ball, punch it. Bro. Rick says I'm fuming. Me too, as you can hear. I'm sick, and I'll probably go and just sleep after this because I got a headache, and I'm raising my voice. My voice is probably going to go, so it is what it is. But Godfrey, big up Godfrey as well. That was diabolical. Couldn't string passes to save their lives. No, bro. No. We're in no position to be picking and choosing. Doubt starting to creep in. Did you see those faces at full? No, I didn't watch the faces, bro. Because I don't want to see that. You know what's crazy, right? I don't want to see, oh, the players are dejected. Oh, the players will take this away. And I guarantee you we're going to see all them players laughing on international duty. They don't care, bro. Let me not say that. I don't say they don't care, right? But does it hurt them like it hurts us? No, it doesn't. It might hurt Declan Rice like that. Bukayo Saka like that, maybe. But you think it hurts all of those players that they got embarrassed? No, because guess what? At the end of the week, that check's gonna hit. That 100,000, that 275, that's gonna hit at the end of the week, guys. Is it gonna hit for me? No, I don't get paid to the end of the month. I get paid once a month, and it's nowhere near what they get paid. And it hurts me. I'm hurting. I'm hurting right now, bro. I'm being completely honest. It hurts. Not because we lost, but because we didn't show up. My friend went to that match. Imagine he paid money, hundreds of pounds to go to Wembley, gas, because it's the first time in, we have a chance to win this. For the first time in 30 years. Over 30 years. And you go watch that. And then I already know what they're going to do. They're gonna come, they probably came around with their sad faces. Oh, let me clap the fans up. Yeah. We feel it, guys. No, you don't. Because why did you put in that performance? Did you feel it when we didn't score at Anfield? Did you feel it when the matches that we were supposed, did you feel it when we drew at Wolves? Did you feel that? Nah, bro, you didn't. So I don't want to see your claps. I don't want to see the manager come out with his waffle. I don't care. I want to see performances. And then people are with the Colts coming back. Oh, guys, maybe it'll stew. And maybe, what time? At what point in the last 6 years have we had a big loss in a cup? Let's not talk about in the league. Let's talk about in the cup. Have we had a loss in a cup? Let's say the Carabao or the FA, and we come back in a different cup and show that we want to win it. None, because we ain't won it in 6 years. So that's cope, bro. That's all that is cope. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. This is the Puerto Rican. This is the Boricua coming out of me, bro. That's what this is. I'm fuming, bro, with the performance. Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like Cooper said, actually, no, let me go back. Brian said they didn't seem to care today. Last days ago, bro. Like, you losing the ball. You're not even running back to try to go get it. You're hoping. Like, it was just lazy, bro. We didn't look like we wanted it, bro. Why do players keep disappointing us even when they're in a good position to get over the line? There's one constant, and I hate to bring it up to you guys, but there's one constant in this equation, right? What do they say insanity is? Doing the same thing again, expecting different results, right? We've had different teams. We've had a different sporting director. We've even had a change of owner. Stan went from being the guy to Josh being the guy, right? If we still can't win, there's one person that hasn't changed. I hate to say it to you. If you love Mikel Arteta, it's the honest truth. There's one person that hasn't changed, right? And I've been a coach. The team gets its spirit and its ethos from the coach, from the manager, from the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, the head coach. That's who they get their fighting spirit from. So if we haven't seen it in 6 years, guess what, guys? Who does it come from? Why is it that Man City, being as poor as they are, can get over the line, but we can't, bro? One constant. Cooper said there's nothing wrong with losing if you put your whole heart into it. Arsenal never show heart in big games. No, we play hard when it's easy. And people will say, oh, Real Madrid. Did anybody expect us to beat Real Madrid? No. So you could put it all on the line. When no one expects you to win, you can go out guns blazing. And we did. And we won. But guess what? When we're expected to win, when we're the favorites of anything, what time? I'll ask the chat this question. At what point under Mikel Arteta's era have we been favorites for a competition, a cup, or a place in the standings, and we've actually gotten it? If you can answer that question, big up. When we're underdogs, we play well. But when the pressure's off, we play well. Every time we lose the league, and it's mathematically impossible, we win those last couple games because it's easy. We've already lost. That's honest truth. Worst performance of the season, only one team showed up. Yes, the team with the manager who's been there before, who knows what it means, who knows that it can fuel their season. We was calling them Blue Dolphins, and I was calling them Blue Dolphins, Blue Fish. But guess what? They just morphed. They Blue Barracudas now. They might not be sharks, but they Blue Barracudas. They Blue Piranhas. They coming. Are we ready? Brian, big up Waffle 9. Big up. Thanks for coming. Godfrey said they should refund the fans that went to watch that rubbish. They won't. We're not that type of club. Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke got their money. You know, they'll get their money. The FA will get their money. They ain't refunding nothing. Big up Waffle Down again. Brian said every team with pace gives City problems. Madueke and Martinelli got 35 minutes combined. Makes no sense. Who's that on? Who is that on? The constant. X plus Y equals Z. There's one constant, bro. Mikel Arteta. Cooper said, I don't think these players know what it's like to put their whole hearts in. Not the same as our generation. Bro, do you think, right? Do you guys think that if Tony Adams was in the locker room at halftime, you think he would have just sat there and listened to that? You think Thierry Henry would have just sat there and been okay with that? You know, Ian Wright. You think they would have been okay with that? Just playing, being the favorites or something and just playing trash? Nah, bro. But we got nice guys because that's what our manager cultivated. We've got a couple of steely guys in the locker room, but they don't have the voice that they would have under a real manager. So yeah, Cooper's I read that one. Rick said, Brian, did we not care today, or were we not good enough? No, it's not a not good enough thing. It's not. It's not a quality thing, Rick. It's not. It's a heart and a fight thing. We have the quality, bro. You see that defense? At what point did we trouble their defense? At what point did we make Nathan Ake do anything? At what point did we make Bernardo Silva and Rodri have to run? We didn't. You put the donkey in the middle. He doesn't have pace. You've got Gyökeres up front. He only has pace for about 45 minutes. You put Trossard on, Kung Fu Panda. He moves slower than a panda. You put Saka one leg on. Bro, I could have defended against them. And I said this. We should have played Madueke. We should have played Jesus maybe on the left. Because he'll give you pace. He'll run around. He may be unable to only do it for 45 minutes. But if we had come out there with some pace, if we had come out there with some passion and put a goal past City, the goal chance that we had. Pillow footing it into the goalkeeper. Bro, that's not Donnarumma out there. That's Trafford. We didn't even... That's the only save that he made. 2 saves that I can remember. That save in the first half and the one where it went right at him. I can't remember him doing anything else. James Trafford, guys. Not Donnarumma. Not Ederson. Not Allison. Not Gianluigi Buffon. Trafford. Bro, I'm fuming. Yeah. I'm fuming. Big up Dark Side. He's come in. He said season done. I don't think so. I still think we will skimper and scamper and drag our legs across the league. But if we play like this in the cups, bro, I don't see us winning another cup. Cooper said, I love count. Godfrey said we have awakened the Blue Sharks because we performed like that at Etihad. Oh, we still got to go there, guys. Right? And this was neutral ground. We played like this on neutral ground. Think we're going to put a performance in at the Etihad? Yeah, okay. And I will be fair. I hear that we were missing Ezra, but people were complaining that Ezra wasn't good enough. Right? We didn't have Raya. Like, bro, fuming. AJ says Arteta's now 1 trophy from a possible 23. Oh, but he's the next coming. He's the greatest manager Arsenal seen since Arsene Wenger. He's Arsene Wenger 2.0. He's better than George Graham apparently. Okay, so Berta best be on the phone with Rican right now. That's not how we move. If I was in charge, yeah, bro. I don't care what happens at the end of the season. Thank you so much for getting us the league title, but we want to progress. We want to move forward, so we're gonna get a new guy in. Big up AJ, Renee Slager's 2 major trophies in 16 months. Arteta 1 major trophy in 6.5 years. Yeah, bro. And Renee Slager's won that trophy going up against the best teams in her competition. Beat them in the Champions League. The best teams in the women's game, she beat them. Have we beat any best teams? We can't even beat Man City, worst team in the last 5 years. These players need players like Petit telling them the truth no matter, with no filter, telling them to man up and put them before. But they're not around the club anymore. They're not around the club anymore. Them dudes who don't sit and, you know, glaze the club and, oh, Mikel, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're never around the club. He doesn't want them there. And that's why we don't have a championship winning mentality. Legend head is all over the place. Should have bigged you up early. No worries. Godfrey, big up Cooper and Godfrey. Dark Side again said, I'm telling you, season over. You might be right, Dark Side. You might be right, man. Like, I'm holding on to hope. I'm holding on to hope because I just can't believe, and I don't want to believe, that the big mouth Puerto Rican, will have to walk into my place of employment, will have to walk through the city of Portsmouth, through the city of Southampton, through the city of London when I go, and have to hold that. I'm already holding, bro. Before the final whistle even went, my chat with my Man United mates, they all over the joint. They not even in a competition. They not winning the league. They not winning any cups. I'm getting bantered by them. And I gotta hold that. Because I thought we would actually win this. And once again, I'm here with egg on my face. And that's fine. That will be 100% fine if we put in a performance and lost. City knows what it's like to win. The reason that I'm fuming is because we didn't. We didn't put in any performance. We haven't stood up and been counted in a knockout game in a long time. One that we one that we should be winning. As I said, Real Madrid was great, but no one expected us to win that game. Let's be honest. No one expected Arsenal to beat Real Madrid over 2 legs. And we did. Great. But then, when we were the favorites against PSG, did we show up? Nope. I was at that match. First leg. Same kind of thing we pulled today. Same thing we pulled today. Big up to you guys in the chat, man. Remember, hit the like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. The chat going wild. And I know you guys are fuming. And this is the vent session. That's what it is. It's a vent session. Godfrey said, yeah, it hurts because we went up against City in the FA Cup and League and we can't seem to get the job done. Bro, it's funny? It's funny that you say that, Godfrey, right? Because the commentary, I was listening to the commentary, and they said, oh, Mikel Arteta has beaten Pep Guardiola or hasn't lost to Pep Guardiola the last 6 times they met. And then you know what he said? He said, but Pep Guardiola's gotten the best of him because they win. You know, you're winning the battle but not winning the war. And today you have an opportunity to win the war in the last battle. And we didn't. So that cope. Oh gosh, we play so good against City. We beat City. Do we beat them when it matters? No. We haven't. We haven't beat them when it matters. We've gotten results against City, but have we gone on past those results and kept winning? No, we haven't. Have we beaten them in the cups? No, we haven't. If we come up against City in anything, a cup, I can't say I'm confident that Arsenal's going to beat them. Now, when you look at our schedule and you look at City's schedule, we do have a chance to win the league. I believe that. But you think we're going to playing like that against Barcelona? Playing like that against, let's say, say we beat Barcelona. We're going to beat what Bayern Munich looks like now? We're going to beat them? Are we going to beat Real Madrid in the final? Think we can beat Liverpool in the final? We couldn't beat them in the league. PSG, you think we can beat them in the final? If you say yes, it is what it is. But there's no evidence. Sporting are taken out. I'm telling you now. I don't listen. We've all seen the loss of Sporting. I was in Copenhagen, drunk as a skunk. Thought we was gonna win. We didn't. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility, AJ. It really isn't. But like I told you guys, and I tell you time and time again, I can't look at any of the other competitions. The league is all that I'm caring about. I wanted this as a precursor to the league, and we didn't get over the line. So now, the league is it for me. We have to win the league. If we don't win the league, we ain't winning nothing else. I don't think it'll be like Chelsea or Liverpool where we don't win the league and we go to win the Champions League. No, I don't think so. So, and if we just win the FA Cup, you got to go because you threw it away. 3 competitions we should have won or had a chance of winning, and we didn't. Godfrey said that bum Kappa failing to collect the symbol cross. I don't even want him playing against. I don't want him playing against anybody, bro. I already said that I don't want him playing for the rest of the season. That's it. Raya, you're not doing much as goalkeeper, bro. It's not like you're running out there. You know, you're playing 90 minutes. You're basically standing there for 90 minutes. Raya can play every other game this season. We'll try again next year, Keppa. This team got battered by Madrid and we produced. Bro, Man City been taking draws and L's from pretty much everybody in the league. But we couldn't even score a goal. And this is the thing, bro. When we went to Anfield, we couldn't score a goal. You think we're going to go to the Etihad and score? No, bro. And like AJ said, Godfrey, you play against Southampton, Arteta would double down. He probably will. He probably will. Brian, big up Brian. He said, I'm tired of this manager, Mick. Every moment we had to do something, he completely, messes the bed. Yeah, we got half the fan base thinks he's prime Fergie. Bro, I can't hear that, bro. I can't, and this is the thing. You've got fans of our football club disrespecting one of our greatest ever managers. You got them disrespecting Wenger. You got them disrespecting George Graham. You got them disrespecting Fergie. You got them disrespecting guys like Ancelotti and Simeone. Winners. Because we finished second. We play, we got X amount of points, guys. Oh, did you get close to, 150 points over 2 seasons? Bro, nobody wants to hear that. Did you win trophies? Were you counted for in finals? No? Then what are we talking about? At this point in time, Mikel Arteta in cups, you on the same level as Eddie Howe. You on the same level as Ange Postecoglou. As Glasner. Because they got cups. And they didn't take 6 years to get them. Ange took 2 years. Got them a European trophy, still got sacked. Glasner's finna leave. He's about to leave Crystal Palace. He won them their first ever trophy. They talking about getting rid of Eddie Howe from Newcastle because they haven't progressed. He won them their first trophy in years. But we're okay with finishing second and vibes, guys. Oh, goosebumps, guys. North London forever. We're happy with that. I want to see some trophies. So, like I said, and I'll be consistent, bro. If you've been following me at all on my channel, if you've been following me at all in the group chat, I've been consistent. I want this guy to go regardless now. I want him to go regardless of what we win. And I know that sounds harsh, but I said it. I think we need a new voice. Bro, if you have this title race and you can't get over the line for 6 years and you limp over the line, I don't think it gets better. I honestly don't, because the infrastructure is not there. The bad habits will still be there. We win the league this season. We're not guaranteed to win the league. How hard is it to repeat? City repeated because they spent X amount of money. They win, they go and spend the most money on the best players, and they re-up. Arsenal ain't doing that. We've already been told we're not doing that. So we win this league, we ain't getting more money. There's work to be done on the stadium. There's guys on high wages. Will we sell them? We're not getting another $200 million this summer. So he's got to work with what he's got. Do we actually believe the guy who won't rotate, the guy who takes 65 minutes to react, the guy who plays this scared football, you think him winning the title, he's going to keep going? I don't. Because he didn't do that when we won the FA Cup. We won the FA Cup. The next progression should have been top 4 and either the League Cup or the FA Cup again. Then when we finished second, we should have won a cup then. I can't believe that we were in the Europa League and didn't even get to a final under this manager. Like Brian said, we've had a good team for 5 years now. Those Mustafi days are over. Kolasinac days are over. Playing man like El Nene in the midfield, them days are over. And we have no trophies. We're still talking about a team that won during COVID that this guy went on to bend. Got rid of all of them. To have nothing to show for it is incredibly embarrassing, and I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I'm sweating, partially because of sickness, but partially because I'm fuming. I can't believe it, bro. Big up, Red. He said, I gotta run, but I'm pissed, and I agree with you, man. I'm not gonna stay on much longer, because there's not really much I can add. It's not really much more I can say about that performance. I'm embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed as an Arsenal fan right now. And I'm even more embarrassed for the fans who spent their hard-earned money, the fans who traveled hours, the fans who gave up their Sunday for a team that couldn't even be bothered to turn up. Couldn't be bothered to go for it. Sometimes, and I've been a player, I've been a captain, and I've been a coach. Sometimes when things aren't going right, the players have to take matters into their own hands. The players have to say, you know what? Bun what the manager's saying. We playing like trash. Listen, we're just going to go for it. We don't care about being safe. We already down. Let's go for it. Let's stop kicking balls over the top. Let's play some 1-2s. Let's try to nutmeg somebody. Let's do something that we already losing. He ain't on the pitch. If he yells at us, fine. But if we claw this back and we go to extra time, then he won't be yelling, because we'll still be in it. But we don't do that. We just allow ourselves. We allow ourselves to sit there. We allow ourselves to just do what the manager said. Do what the manager said. Yes, boss. Yeah. Oh, no, boss. Oh, North London forever, boss. Oh, I love it here, boss. And let's be honest, guys. The fans are fuming. But there will be a point where the players are not going to want to stick around. We've been fighting off Real Madrid for Saliba for years. You think that losing this final, if we lose the Champions League, if we lose the FA Cup and we scamper, you think that he won't say, all right, I've delivered. I've delivered what I meant to deliver. All right, Real Madrid, because I know I'm going to win everything. And if I don't win everything in the first season, I know the next season I'm going to win something. Because Barcelona don't win every year. I know Real Madrid, I'll win something. And if I get on the good books of the Real Madrid fans, they will treat me like a king. Ask Sergio Ramos. So, those players. Gabriel, he's got teams calling after him. If an AC Milan comes calling and says, hey, you'll be the centerpiece. You win the Scudetto. And, we'll compete in the Champions League. Or Inter Milan. Like, people think that these players have some, great allegiance to. They don't, bro. Some of them say they do. But I guarantee you, if the right club comes calling, the PSGs of the world, the Bayerns of the world, the Real Madrids of the world, I guarantee you those heads start turning if we don't win. I will be Arsenal through and through. Forever. But these players will not be. The players like Thierry Henry and those guys who love the club through and through, them days are gone, bro. They love the club while they're there. They'll maybe speak highly of it when they're gone. But if you don't win anything, nobody cares, bro. It's a wasted 6 years. You might have a 12-year career, and you've wasted half of it not winning anything. But when I go on international duty, these Spanish guys, and they talk to Laporte and Rodri, and they seeing trophies galore. The French guys, they're seeing trophy galore. It becomes hard to sit in a dressing room and say, feelings, guys. I have a feeling we get over the line, guys. It ain't happening, bro. Going back to the comments. Jack, big up, Jack. Shameful. Godfrey says Saliba is pissed. Jack says Saliba was the only decent player on the field today. Yeah, I gave the two center backs ones. Because at least they put their shoes on the right way and they kept Haaland quiet. But the rest, everybody else got a 0 except for Kepa, who got a -5. And Saka for a negative. I gave him a -1 because he had the captain's armband on. He did nada. He said he gone, especially if we don't win the Prem. Exactly. I'm sure PSG would take Gabriel. I'm pretty sure he would go there. He'd win everything. Today was Arteta's fault. He was out-coached. Yeah, man, the master, proving he's a master. It's okay, bro. I'll let you win the league game. But guess what? At the end of the season, my captain's showing armpits. I got the trophy like this. What do you have to show for it? Good feelings, guys. Light bulb, guys. No thunder forever, guys. Basura, bro. Kepa, what was he trying to prove? That he should not touch the pitch again this season? That's what he's trying to prove. He should not touch the pitch again this season for the Arsenal Football Club. Just hold bench, bro. You'll be alright. Timber deserves better as well. Yeah, bro. He ends up leaving and going somewhere with his brother. Agent business from Kepa. Yeah. It's crazy. The group chat is just I've got hundreds of messages in the group chat from the South Florida guys. I know they're fuming. All the guys in this chat, I know you're fuming too. It's long, bro. I'm so glad for the way that I feel now. I'm so glad that the international break is coming up because I need 2 weeks away from Arsenal. I need 2 weeks after this performance. I need 2 weeks away from Arsenal. I need to just rest and recover Um, Rick said I can't keep up with the South Florida Gucci. I can't either, bro. I can't either. I've already seen 100 messages plus, bro, in there. So I'm gonna have to go back and skim. But they fuming, and they should be, except for the usual suspects who will say we got more trophies to go, and it's just one competition, bro. We cannot pick and choose. We're not Manchester City. We're not Liverpool. We can't pick and choose what competition we want to win. We gotta try to win them all because we've been starved of trophies. We starving. We hungry. And tonight they didn't want the food. Manchester there for the taking. Plate full of food. And you know what we did? We took it off the table, tripped over a rock, smashed the plate, the food on the ground. That's what we did today. Trash. We allowed Trafford to get a clean sheet. We ain't bro. And this is why I said Donnarumma was not in goal. Trafford had 2 saves to make that I can think of. 2 saves. And we should have been up 1-0. But we've seen this story before, guys. We fluff our chances. We're not clinical enough. And then all the team has to do is wait us out. All they got to do is wait us out. Weather the storm. Bing, bang, bosh. 5 minutes is what it took to put us away. 2 goals by the same player. Terrible marking of players. 2 goals, that's all it took. Rick said. Jack said, if it was close, I wouldn't mind, but we got OnlyFans. Yeah, bro. That's going to be on tonight. On the Triple X websites, bro. Because they did us. We got done. Now, I'll be honest, the referee was atrocious. That dude, bro, he had his blinders on. But I can't blame the ref. When we didn't even go out there and show any fight. We limped across. Bro, we down 2 goals. You make subs. And we still passing the ball around like we up 3 goals. Like we holding the ball. For what, bro? Quick throws. Get the ball in. Try to get it into the box. Stop going long. Gyökeres isn't good in the air. We know that. Why we keep lobbing up balls to him? We know that after about 45 minutes, his touch turns into Lukaku. Why are you still trying to do that? Try something else. But these players don't know a plan B. They don't, because we don't practice it. It's plan A, and then when plan A fails, double down on plan A and hope that it works. Bukayo Saka in midfield, it does not work. He was trash on the wing today. He was even more trash in the midfield. Max Diamond could have come on today. MLS could have come on today. Literally anybody could have come on today. But no, we'll wait till 70, 85, and hope that we can get 2 goals. Goofy, bro. Like Rick said, I'm pissed. I'm pissed too, bro. Garver said, yeah, I'm glad we ain't seen these man for 2 weeks. Yeah, bro, I'm going to watch. And I sat here and said I don't watch international. I want to enjoy football again. So I might watch Spain's international. I might watch some of the playoff matches for the World Cup. I can't think about Arsenal, bro. I can't think about Arsenal right now. I'm absolutely fuming, bro. It's just like you guys said. I would not be as upset if we had gone out there. If we lost 2-1, a late winner, I'd be gutted. But I'm like, bro, they know how to win. We took it to them. But the fact that Kappa gifted them a goal, and then we just didn't mark the second goal. After that, 65 minutes, right? We're down 2 goals. That's when your players should wake up and say, bro, listen to our fans. They're out there. They need something. Nope. We played the same way we played the first 45 and the last 35. And what do we have to show for it? This face. This is all I can show for it, man. This is all I can muster. It's... And Darkside said that he doesn't think we'll win, and I can get why he feels that way. I can get why. I can get why fans feel like this is the beginning of the end, because we've seen this story before. Now we're 9 points clear in the title race. We don't play anybody great except for City. We have an opportunity to just keep getting over the line and hoping that City stumble. But after today's performance, I'm not confident we go to the Etihad and do anything. I really am. And it's not like Pep had his full strength team out there either. So I can't believe that we hid, bro. We hid. And it's so frustrating. We had an opportunity to silence the critics, to silence the doubters, to get our fans on side. And we didn't. They didn't, bro. I keep saying I wasn't on the pitch. The players let us down, bro. But the manager let us down. The entire Arsenal men's football team today let us down, bro. Bukayo Saka, our captain, take it from him, bro. He's not a captain. And I love the guy. I love Bukayo Saka. He's not a captain. He was the worst player on the pitch. Godfrey said, why is Kepa taking 500 years to get the ball up the pitch? He ain't, because he's a backup. And he's probably being told to do it. He's not confident because he hasn't played. Big up AFC always. Big up, I'm lost for words. What was that performance? What performance? I called them the Invisibles because they didn't show up. Our fans went to Wembley. Our football team didn't. And I'm pretty sure that people, this thing right now is gotten 145 views. I'm pretty sure people are stopping by watching and laughing at me, bro. And they should be. I don't mind getting laughed at, bro, because I love my team. And I know that this is what we do. This is what we do under Arteta. When the pressure is on, we bottle. We crumble. And I'm hoping Darkside Gunner is wrong, bro. I'm hoping he's wrong. I'm hoping that we get over the line in the league. But even if we get over the line in the league, I'm not confident we win anything else. And the one good thing that's come from this, is I don't have to hear quadruple talk anymore. I joke and I say the quad is on. I ain't got to hear it no more. We ain't winning the quad. At this rate, we ain't winning the treble. We might not even win a double. So now I know that possibly tomorrow, I'll probably be on Tony Glide, not Tony Glide. I'll be on Waffle 9 and Tony Cloud show, because I think they share it. The Monday Madness. And I know all of us going to be fuming. And I know people are going to tune in to watch. And I got to hold that. Because you know me, I'm the Don of dopamine. When I'm high, I'm high. And when I'm low, I'm fuming. But it's not because we lost. And I want to make that 1,000% clear. This feeling, this angst, this upset is not because we lost this football match, guys. It's because we didn't turn up for the football match. It's because Manchester City little bro'd us and we didn't respond. Because Pep Guardiola outfoxed his protege and he couldn't come up with a plan B. That's why I'm fuming. If we had lost with some heart, with some fight, with some passion, you take it. You like, dang. Yeah, City got us, bro. They're not as bad as we thought. But what was that, bro? And it's like I'm shouting, and I'm pretty sure my voice is gonna go after this because, as I said, I'm ill. It's like my body knows to not go out and embarrass myself, because I have not been sick in a while. I'm usually very good. The whole winter sickness, in the hospital, the bugs was going around, didn't touch Mickey. Didn't touch me. But I get to this match. I get to this weekend, and I get sick. I've been in bed all day. Imagine if I had gone to London like I wanted to and gone to that pub and paid the money to go and been embarrassed. It would ruin my whole week, but my week ain't ruined. It's not ruined right now. I'm fine. I'm okay right now. I'm still going to go in with my chest held high. I still think we're in competitions. I still think we have opportunities to win things. But I'm adamant, bro, and I will stick with this now. After this performance, I will stick with this. We got rid of Unai Emery because he couldn't get us to top 4 because we got embarrassed in the cup. Will Mikel Arteta be under the same scrutiny? Will Mikel Arteta be under the same scrutiny Unai Emery was? Will he be under the same scrutiny the latter years of Arsene Wenger? Will he be under that scrutiny? Because he got to hold that. But no, he won't be. Because fans will say, well, he got to a final. You lose finals. Well, so did Unai Emery. So did Arsene Wenger. He won the FA Cup final. So will Mikel Arteta be held up to the same standard? He probably won't. Because they're already glossing over it. He lost, guys. Oh, we lose. We can't win every cup. We can't win every match. We're still in 3 other competitions. There's always copium, bro. Let's just forget about the 6 years of evidence. It's always the next one. We'll win the next one. We win the Prem this year and we win nothing else, he got to go. Because I don't believe that he will continue to win. He ain't shown that he can win a cup. Now, we win the Champions League in the league. We'll have a conversation. I think he should stay. But after watching that against a Manchester City team that got dish-ragged by Real Madrid, do you think we win in the Champions League? Okay. Sure. Back to the comments. What was that performance? Trash. They keep embarrassing the fans. We back them, but they don't back up. Exactly. We stood up to be counted. We went to Wembley. I heard the singing. They didn't show up, bro. As always. Arteta's had his back at Wembley with Kepa and goal. Had a sit back at Wembley with Kepa and goal. Facts. Facts. You don't have Raya back there. You got Kepa. You got to play a different way, but we don't. We play the same way because our manager doesn't know how to adapt. AFC always said it's a mentality issue. Of course it is. But where does the mentality come from? And top Gooners and Arteta lovers will try to shift it every kind of way. Your mentality as a player, the way you play, the swagger you have, comes from the coach. You look at some of the greatest teams we've ever seen. The Showtime Lakers. Look at Pat Riley. You know, the Bulls. Phil Jackson. Then he did it with the Lakers again. Those guys took on his persona. Greg Popovich and the Spurs. I'm using basketball analogies. Bill Belichick and the Patriots. They knew how to dominate. They knew how to get the Yankees, the great Yankee side. They knew how to dominate. In every sport, your most dominant team, where do you get that from? The coach. The Alabama teams, where do you think they got that discipline? Where do you think they got that steel? Where do you think they got the mentality to keep winning, to keep a foot on their neck? Nick Saban. Because you can see how they play without him. Same team, different manager, different result. The manager, the coach, that's who instills that steel into you. Leaders on the pitch, that's who gets you over the line. In every single sport, every single team sport, you can go back to a dominant side and you look at their coach. Don Shula went undefeated. Winningest coach in NFL history. The Dolphins played like him. They played like him. The Raiders teams under John Madden. Even you want to look at current team, OKC under Andy Reid. These guys feed off the coach, the head coach. They look to you when the chips are down. Does the coach know what to do in these situations? So if we keep folding year after year after year, whose fault is it? These same players aren't here every year. We switch in, switch out. We bring new players, we get new players in. This one constant is the manager. He is not a cup manager. I don't care what you say, whether he gives you warm and tinglies and fuzzies, and I don't care. Mikel Arteta is not good at winning cups. He is not a cup manager. 1 cup out of 24. 23, I think. 1 out of 23 is a fact. 1 out of 25? 1 out of 25, bro. That's not even good in baseball. 1 out of anything ain't good. Unless it's 1 out of 2. I'm fuming, bro. I'm fuming. I'm gonna go. I need to eat. I need to go to sleep. But I'm not happy. Big up Jack and Godfrey. You always hanging around. Everybody else is you. Remember, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. This joint has been looked at, according to my thing, 164 times, which is the most it's ever done. But it's probably because people coming in and laughing at me, and I don't blame them. Because I talk a lot of trash. So I got to hold that. I got to hold the good and the bad. Godfrey says, yeah, it's looking like the Prem is the only thing we might win because Bournemouth will tell us if they're still up for the fight. Bournemouth will play us. Let me see. Let me see if I can find. I'm fuming. I'm not happy, bro. I'm not happy, and I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. And this is not an act. This is me. This is why I don't do watch-alongs as well, people. Right? Because if you're seeing me now, you're seeing me after the match. I'm absolutely fuming during the match when we let in goals. As if I had been on stream when Kepler was flapping, my channel would be canceled. They get rid of, delete it. Cause I try not to curse on my channel, but at that moment, F-bombs all over the joint. Right now, Bournemouth are 13th. Right? So we should beat them. They're only Bournemouth right now on 42 points. The European places, they're only I would say they're only about 6 points away from the European places. Excuse me. This is a sickness. They're only about 6 points away. Imagine they beat us. Now they're 3 points behind the European spot. They want to go for it. They want the Conference League. They're safe. They have nothing to lose. They're not going to get relegated. And as we saw today, a wounded animal is dangerous. Everybody's saying, oh, City not the same City. They're not going to win much. They might not win a cup. What they have. They absolutely embarrassed us. Godfrey said frauds. Ever said at Netflix FC. Yeah, man, we're good for the cameras. We're good when it's easy. We're good when, when no one gives us a chance to win something, we're good. We're great. Jack said Arteta was exposed. Yeah, novice. He coached today like this was his first job. And we 6 years in. Well, 7? 8. 8 years. Are we 8 years in? Yeah, because he was here 2018, 2019. Yeah, 7, 8 years? Bro, I don't know. We too long in. You shouldn't have had that much time. City provided a blueprint of how to beat Arsenal. That's all we showed today. This is what I said, Jack, right? City didn't really provide a blueprint. Pep Guardiola is the master of how we play. It's a tough pill to swallow. But if I've taught someone how to play a certain way, if I've seen how their tactics are, I don't need a blueprint. I know what he's gonna do. I know this man gonna make like for like subs. So I don't have to do much. Get a lead in front of them, ping the ball around. They can't get it off of us. They'll U-shape the ball. Game over. Pep's the master, bro. You can't. In order for you to outdo the guy you worked under, look at Nick Saban. I always like American football. How many of Nick Saban's disciples have beaten him? I think only one. In all those years of him coaching, none of his disciples gets wins, bro. They don't win against him. You can't beat me at something I taught you. And I didn't teach you everything. I didn't give you my whole playbook. I gave you a snippet. But I've been doing this. I'm the master. I've given you a section for you to go work on. And that's what happened. Mikel Arteta got a section. And he never learned the rest. He never finished the lesson. And this is what we're seeing. You can't beat the master, you ain't finished the lesson. But it's okay. We'll probably stick with him. So prepare for more pain, guys. Jack said, the team takes the DNA of their leadership. When it gets tough, we fold like beach chair. Yeah, bro. Fold like tacos. We look like a gordita crunch out there, bro. From Taco Bell. We trash. We look trash, bro. So, I don't know how many ways I can say we was trash. We was garbage. Basura. That's what it was. Jugo de basura. Garbage juice. That's what we was today, bro. Trash. Benny Blanco, big up. Thanks for stopping by. It was a hard watch, but man, I need to win that EPL over there, man. Yeah, bro. The sub should have come early. I said that. I said that probably about an hour ago now on the stream. Everyone at Wembley, everyone at home, everyone who watched this match could see that Manchester City were getting a foothold. Our manager, instead of, you don't even got to make a substitution. Make a tactical change. Do something. Nope. Let's wait for them. Let's wait for them to pepper. They came out of the blocks in the second half, all over us. Nothing changed until we gave up 2 goals. Now you want to be reactive, bro. Great managers, good managers, see the writing on the wall. They spidey sense go off. They tingle. They say, ooh, this ain't going good. You see it in every sport. Basketball, baseball. They yank pitchers. Oh, man. Ooh, he throwing more balls than strikes. Gotta get him out of there. Yank him. Best managers. My quarterback. Ooh, he throwing interceptions out there. All right, let's take him out for a little bit. Sit on the sideline. Let's put the backup out there for a little bit. Get the run game going. Have you throw a little bit less. See if you can get back into it. They don't just leave them guys out there and hope for the best. They make adjustments. Our manager's reactive. Our manager is reactive. Jack said fold like thin crust pizza. Yeah, bro. Fold it. Like Kalani, bro. Like laundry. Fold it. I'm glad I didn't go to it. And I said, because I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. And I'm yelling. And I just already know. My throat dry. I already know that I'm going to come back. I got a show tomorrow night. My voice going to be gone. I'm going to sound like, but it's fine, bro. I gotta let it out. I gotta let it go. I gotta let, the fire out. Or it's gonna, this is my venting session. That's why, you see the Rican reaction, it's an explosion. I'm exploding right now to my community. Right? I'm letting it all out. Woosah. Because after this stream, I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back. Zen moment. I'm gonna go cook my dinner. I'm gonna go kiss my wife, and I'm going to sleep, bro. Cause I got work in the morning, and I gotta be professional at work. I'm gonna get the bands. I'm gonna take it, but I already know the Liverpool fan gonna be on me, bro. Big up Nick Fadley supporting Arsenal is not allowed in Puerto Rico. Yes, it is. It's the best team. They should. All the Puerto Ricans should support Arsenal because it's lovely. What a great club. I'm surprised that more Puerto Ricans don't like Sevilla. After the first half, I knew many changes needed to be made, but Arteta did nothing. No, bro. We got another competition. Oh, wait. We don't. Because it's a 2-week international break. Another thing, and I don't want to sound like I'm smart after the fact, but what did I tell you guys in the chat? I told you guys after the first Bayer Leverkusen match, I said I was worried because our players, we didn't put that match away, and because we had to play back to back to back, I said I thought that we'd be missing a player or two. And we just happened to be missing the two players who happened to be in form. Yuri and Timber and Eberechi Eze. I told you this. If we had put that first Bayer Leverkusen match away, we could have rested. Those guys would probably be fit. We'd be having a different conversation probably. Because I'm pretty sure Timber marks that man. I'm pretty sure Eze gets a couple shots off. And not lumbers in midfield like Kai Havertz does. But no, we stretched him thin. Now look at us. Embarrassing the cup. Nick said Arsenal can still do the single. And Nick, you sound like you're not an Arsenal fan, and that's fine. I'm here for the bets. I'm here to take it. But yeah. We can still do. Right now, people in the chat, I'm looking at my chat right now. I've got 100 notifications in one chat and 50 in the other. So I got 150 messages waiting on me. People fuming. And some of them sprinkled in there talking about, it's okay, guys. We can win the next trophy. It's okay. Basura. Jack, what's for dinner, hermano? Shoot, probably tacos. To be fair, or nachos. I need something quick, bro. I was gonna cook tonight, but I got a massive headache. That has not been made better by the Arsenal. So yeah, I'm gonna do something simple so I can take it to work tomorrow. But I can't think about anything else tonight. Cause I'm absolutely fuming. I don't, you know me. I usually get on here and waffle, and we have a good time after the match. But I'm embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed for this, for our fans. I'm embarrassed for the people that went. And one of my friends went, bro. One of my friends went to Wembley. He showed me the picture of him at Wembley. He was excited. He was gassed. I was happy for him. And I know he's upset. You cannot be happy after that. You can't be happy after that. What did he say? He messaged me. Played really bad the second half. Nothing in midfield. Surprise, surprise. You got the donkey in midfield. We couldn't expect anything else. City prepared better than us. Why are City preparing better than us? City just got smacked around by Real Madrid. How are they more prepared than we are? We just won. And then he said our passing got worse. It did. Like I said, we couldn't pass win. We couldn't pass through the Panama Canal with a speedboat. It was garbage. Absolute trash, bro. So I love you guys in the community, man. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I've been going for an hour and 21 of just being upset and disappointed. And like I said, I keep reiterating this. I'm not upset that we lost. The loss hurts because I gotta hold that. I'm more upset that we didn't show up. We didn't prove that we wanted to win. We didn't act like the team that's in first place in all the competitions. We didn't act like the team that was going for the quad. The way City played, you would think that they're first. They're going for the quad. They just had a comeback in the Champions League. They got destroyed. They got dish-ragged. And they came back with more fight and passion than I've seen Arsenal do the entire season. Jack said, I need a break from Arsenal. So do I, man. After this, we're going to do the Waffle House. Get some food. Take something for your headache and rest. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I definitely will. I'm going to get me some more limb sip in a minute to get rid of this sore throat. He said basura. Yeah, basureña, bro. Garbage juice. I don't mind we lost. The man we lost was embarrassing. It was. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to the players. It's an embarrassment to the managers. And it's an embarrassment to the fans. Yeah. That's all I can say. That's the last thing I can say. As I said, I turned the kits around because even they're embarrassed by that performance. You can't even see the Arsenal. If I could cover the Arsenal, logo up, they embarrassed this logo. They embarrassed this logo. They embarrassed these guys. These guys that went invincible. They embarrassed them. These guys that made it to a Champions League final. They embarrassed them. They embarrassed that 93 team that won the F. It's one thing to lose a cup when you play your hardest. Yeah, you lose. So, yeah, it's embarrassing. Jack said, so when we doing the kit show? So I was going to do it on the Waffle House this week, but I'm going to have to move that because I forgot that this weekend I'm actually away. I'm taking a weekend off, couple of days off of work and a weekend to recover because my wife thinks that I should. She's the voice of reason. So usually, when I was doing my coaching and when I do my work, and now that I'm doing YouTube, she grounds me. So she tells me that I need to go away, that I need to give myself a rest. She still allows me to record. So I'll still be I'll probably still put something out just if we go away, I'll put something out just how I feel maybe about the internationals. But I'm thinking that the next Waffle House, or I might do a midweek, cause there's nothing going on. People might not ask me to do much. I might do a midweek Waffle House and we'll call it the Kid Show. So I have it listed for this weekend, but I'm going to change it. So watch out for that. Because as I said, I forgot I was away this weekend. And I love you guys. I love the Arsenal. I love the community. But I don't want to fight that lady that I'm married to because she's beautiful. But she's also very stern when I need to be. And I need that. I need someone to actually tell me to just stop, settle down, and go do nothing. So that's this weekend. I will be around though, cause I love the community, and I'll probably pop in. If you guys, if I end up going somewhere or seeing a football stadium or something, then I'll probably put it on TikTok, and then eventually I'll put it on YouTube as well. But yeah, the kit show will be after I get back. So, cause I definitely want to do it. And it's probably gonna have to be 2 kit shows. Cause I've got so many kids, bro. So yeah, I probably do them intermittently, and show some of the kids. But yeah, I know you guys want the kid show, so I will pull them out. But I've got to take a break, according to the Mrs. Orders. So yeah, but be on the lookout for that. I will, as far as like what I'm doing, I'll probably be on the Monday night show with Waffle Don and Tony Claude. So look out for that. I'll share it in a community post and on my socials. And I'm doing a show with Tony Claude and Jared as well. The Caribbean Cruise Premier League Waffle show. It might be on this Friday because, you know, I think one of the guys is in the Caribbean and Tony is obviously in Finland. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to try to get us all together for a show because we're in different time zones. But be on the lookout for that. I'll close because I said I would, and I got about two minutes to close. But I will say this: thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing and coming here, listening to me waffle. It means a lot to me, even if it's just 5, 6, 7 of you guys. That for me is 6, 7 more than I thought I'd get. I know my wife watches because she loves to hear me talk. You know, I know some of my family watches, but when total strangers watch you and they chat with you and they give you their experience and they give you your thoughts, that means a lot to me. You know, even though we're a small channel, I take all of those interactions seriously, and I enjoy them. Even if you don't agree with me, if you disagree with me, or you have alternate viewpoints, I'm appreciative. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving me your time, because I know time is precious. Time is money. Time is short. So the fact that you're spending it with me for an hour, I always appreciate that. Big up, Juggins. Big up, Jack, as well. But yeah, just to close out, man, thank you guys so much for helping me grow the channel. And I'm hoping that, you know, one day, thanks AJ, 17 likes, I appreciate it. I'm hoping one day we'll get to the heights, you know, one day we'll get to where we can have, you know, members chats and I can pay for StreamYard and do all that stuff. But I just value just having a chat with you guys, bro. I really do. So I'll close on that. And I love Arsenal. This is the actual closing thing. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in our performance today. I'm hurt. I'm gutted. But nothing will make me ever hate my team. Nothing will ever make me want my team to lose. Nothing will ever make me want to see Arsenal do poorly. That will never be in my vocabulary. You know, you watch some of these opponents and they want their rivals to win. You know, they want their team to lose so that their rivals don't win. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? If Tottenham win a trophy, they just won a trophy. Would it suck? Yes. But I never want Arsenal to lose to keep Tottenham from winning a trophy. I never want Arsenal to lose, period. I never get on here and predict that we're going to lose. And I never will. Draw, maybe. Draw is the closest thing to a loss you'll get from me. But I'm never going to predict us to lose. And I never want us to lose. It hurts, man. This one hurts. And I want to believe. And I want to believe that the guys will go away on international break. And they'll win. And they'll come back and say, we've let the fans down. We've let ourselves down. We've let North London down. We've let our entire international fan base down. And we have to go and be counted. Bun what the manager says. Bun what the media says. Forget what the ex-players say. We have to stand up and be counted from this day forward. Because we let our fans down. And we know it. That's what I want to see. And that's what I hope to see. And you guys, I hope that you're along for the ride. Because I don't want to sit on here and do this a lot. I don't want to be here being upset, being angry, being disappointed. I want to be here having a party, taking a drink. Not going to drink on stream, but you know what I mean. Being excited that Mikel Arteta for this season proved me wrong. The players for this season proved me wrong. That's what I want to be proven wrong. I want to say, you know what? I thought he wasn't going to win anything, but we did. I want to. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the chat wants us to. Everyone in Arsenal colors, they want us to win. They don't want these feelings. But I need the players to feel it. I need everyone else that's associated with Arsenal Football Club, the actual running of the club, to feel this and say, we've messed up. We've let ourselves down. We let the fans down. We let the Arsenal down. We let the cannon down. We let these guys down. These guys, we let them down. So let's come back and be better. To my community, I hope you guys have a good week. I hope that everything that you want to happen happens for you. I hope that you get rid of the things that aren't making you better or providing anything better for you. I hope that you have peace, love, and light in your life. And I hope that the Arsenal come back bigger, better, and greater than ever. As always, take it easy, and come on, you Gunners. Believe. Believe. Also, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. I will hope to feel better.